one successful machine.
Alright, now this is the one we marked bad before. Let's see how this one goes.
Much better. You can definitely tell the rounds that are being ejected, they're not coming nearly as far.
How's it going, everyone? Back with another update for the Kahr P380. Real quick, I just want to recap everything that's going on if there's someone coming in a little bit later. This is the fourth update on the car that I've done. First, I purchased this about 2 months ago, took it to the range for its initial braking period of 200 rounds, had several malfunctions, failure to feed, failure to eject, stovepipe, not locking back on the last round. Anything you can imagine that basically happened. I contacted Kahr, sent it in to be serviced, and when I got it back, they replaced the barrel, replaced the recoil spring, and replaced the slide stop spring. Checked off that it was good, test fired, ready to go. Got it back, took it to the range, I put another 150 rounds through it, still having the same exact malfunctions, not fixed at all. Contacted Kahr again, told them what was going on, sent it in for a second service. If you guys want to check out my car customer service video, if you haven't already, I have some interesting stuff to say about that. Definitely not impressed, but check that out for all the information. So sent it in for a second time. They said they didn't know what was going on. They're going to take a look at it. The second time definitely took a lot longer to get back. The first time I sent it in, it took about a week turnaround time, which I was very impressed with. Second time, it was about a week and a half, almost 2 weeks before I got a call from Kahr letting me know what they were doing and what was going on. After that, it took about another week and a half for them to actually send it to my FFL. So, one thing I do want to mention, when you send it to service for Kahr, if they're sending it directly to you, they ship it next day through FedEx. If they ship it back to your FFL, they take their sweet old time and ship it standard, I guess. It took a week and a half from FFL to get it, and he's the most responsive FFL I've ever used. He called me right when he got it in. So, just something to keep in mind and to consider. So, like I said, about a week and a half after I sent it in, I got a call from a Kahr customer service representative, not the same gentleman, Jay, I had talked to before, which was a nice touch, I guess, just someone different. And he had informed me that upon closer inspection, the technical guy who was actually working on my P380 had found that the frame was cracked, and that was what was causing all the issues. And I was actually quite surprised to hear that, but happy that they caught it, and but at the same time frustrated that at the first time they hadn't caught that. So they told me what was going on, and because they had to replace the frame, it comes with a new serial number. And due to that, they cannot send it back directly to me. They have to send it to an FFL, which they did. So picked it up yesterday, took it to the range today. You're seeing it right when we got back from the range. It is still dirty, have not cleaned it. It is completely black, as you can see. So, gonna give you guys a little update after taking it to the range. My girlfriend and I shot 250 rounds through it, 100 Winchester White Box, 100 PMC, and 50 Federal. I don't know what's wrong with Winchester White Box. It's very inconsistent, but this time, not one issue through the P380. All 100 rounds went bang, ejected, not one problem whatsoever. PMC, very close. We had 2 malfunctions, but both of those were user error. My girlfriend was shooting it one hand, had a little limp wrist issue, and then myself, my thumb got caught up on the slide serrations as it was going forward, and we had a failure to feed. Both of those were user errors. However, with the Federal, and it seems that this P380 does not like Federal, because it wasn't, you couldn't get through a magazine without something going wrong. And after comparing the Federal to the Winchester and the PMC, noticed that all the rounds, when they ejected, were going relatively in the same place. They're relatively consistent. However, the Federal was ejecting forward, ejecting to left, to the right, flying backwards, as faster than I've ever seen, coming and smashing in the face. So they were going all over the place. I will not be using Federal in the P380 anymore. I haven't had any problems with it in my other firearms, but for some reason the Kahr does not like it. So just a data point, just something to consider. So all in all, most of the issues have been smoothed out. There are still a couple. Granted, we did have user errors, but in my opinion, it's still not 100% reliable and will not be carried yet. I still would like to put another 150 or so through the gun, make sure everything's worked out, and then I'll feel confident in carrying it. So, with that said, I just want to show you guys some paperwork that I got with the gun back from Kahr. This is the write-up that I got back stating, it says this letter is to verify that the old serial number and this new serial number that was given has been taken into possession by Kahr and is placed into the records, and I am no longer responsible for it. And then they give me a new serial number with a new warranty, which is pretty cool. So I'm no longer responsible for the initial P380 that I purchased. The second portion back here just goes over the issues that I reported: failure to feed, failure to eject, slide not locking back on the last round, and failure to fire. And the actions were taken: replaced the frame with a new serial number, new ejector, and new recoil spring lube test fired, and they checked off that it was good. Alright, so I essentially have a brand new P380, besides the slide. They replaced everything else. Slide stop spring, recoil spring twice, barrel replaced, and now they replaced the frame. So, but with all that said and done, 2 trips back to Kahr, let's see, almost $350 worth of ammo and range fees. It's now a somewhat reliable firearm. So I'm happy that it's fixed. Again, like I said, I'm going to take it and shoot it another 150 to make sure everything is resolved. Right now I'm pretty confident that it is, but at the same time it's just, my excitement over this little gun has kind of been thrown out the window. It's you have so many issues with a certain item, you just kind of lose any hype or any excitement about it. But I am very happy that it's starting to work, it's starting to look up, and after the next 150 rounds that I put through it, I will do a final report letting you know if everything's good or if we're still having issues. So I just want to say a big thank you to everyone that has supported me, who's asked and written how everything's going, about the process with the P380. A big thank you to Mr. Cleaner Nash. He's been a big help and a big support through the whole process. If you guys haven't checked out his channel, please do. Great videos, great guy. And everyone else who has shown support, I just want to say a big thank you. Alright, so I'm going to sign off now. I appreciate everyone watching, and I will see you next time.
I like that.
Bring that in. That's some good shooting.
Have we not shot this in what, a couple weeks now?
Yeah. You got him. You alright? Did you get hit in the head? Good.
Then go get score. Then down. And shoot. Pick up my score.
Look at my thumb from being up there. So
Are you gonna warn me next time?
didn't go in the battery all the way.
I think it's the.
I'm gonna shoot the PMC after this. Is that okay?
Keelan, what's this ammo? Because that last round just shot back into the trash can.
Really? Alright. I purposely made sure my thumb was not even close to it.
I don't care.
Doesn't lock back.
I swear I ain't know it's all here.